देश की नागरिक हूँ जहाँ छत्रपति शिवाजी महाराज और सम्राट अशोका जैसे राजा थे। मैं उस देश की नागरिक हूँ जहाँ हर 50 मील पर रूप, रंग, पहनावा और मजहब बदल जाता था। मैं उस देश की नागरिक हूँ जहाँ डाल डाल पर सोने की चिड़िया को पाया जाता था। मैं उस देश की नागरिक हूँ जिसे अपने भूगोल के पहले इस ब्रह्मांड का भूगोल समझ आता था। A very warm morning to all the countrymen present over here. This is Riddhi Gada and I stand in front of you to share my feelings. We have gathered here to celebrate the 75th Republic Day of our great nation. This day is not merely a date on the calendar, it is a symbol of our collective journey, resilience, and the indomitable spirit that defines us as Bharatiya. Mostly on this day, we articulate often about the sacrifices made by our forefathers, who dreamt of an independent and democratic Bharat. And I feel that the blood, sweat, and tears of countless freedom fighters urge me to propel my country forward with a determined stride. Today, I would love to talk more on what lies ahead in the hands of the youth. Youth, we people, how can we connect India economically, culturally, and geographically? So, when I talk on this, I can see two aspects. The first aspect is how do we connect India to itself? The second aspect is how do we connect India to other countries globally? So, when I talk about the first aspect, I already feel India is a really connected nation. Now, how? NASA has reportedly stated that the sound of rotation of the earth is Om. And we have been worshipping Om. We have been worshipping landscapes, rivers, lakes since ages now, which states that our culture is born out of the geography of our country. Moving ahead, how culture is connected to economy. When I talk on this, how can I not talk about the heritage tourism that we have about Char Dham, about Golden Temple, about Haji Ali Dargah, about the beautiful churches of Goa. This heritage tourism collects revenue for our nation, and this revenue helps us build a better, a stronger economy, and that we have now. And it is possible for us to reach to the portions of the country that are in the most remote areas. And this would not only lead to literate individuals but educated individuals. And educated individuals of this nation would arise and develop a better and strong culture and take care of the geography of their nation. And when this will happen, our India, our motherland would arise. Talking of geography, when I see people who drink water in Bengal, it comes from the Himalayas. The people who experience rainfall in Mumbai are the clouds that are coming from Gujarat. And we have the second largest network of roads in the world. Moving ahead, I would like to state how India is getting connected to other countries globally. India has always been rich in culture, rich in heritage, rich in cultivable land, and rich amongst all of you beautiful youth people of this nation. And this is the reason why countries like superpowers want to come to us and invest on our land. And this not only being pride and respect to my nation, but it also generates a very strong economical relationship with countries that are more developed than ours. Ahead, I would like to state that when geography and economy of two countries are mixed, there is an exchange of culture, there is an exchange of ideas. We adapt their culture and they adapt our culture. With this, I would like to state that the only thing that the youth of India can do is to strengthen this connection that already exists within and inter India. How can we do this? We can do this by taking active participation and understanding what our roles and responsibilities towards our nation, towards our people, towards our country are. And the day we realize our responsibilities, the day we start working hard, the face of this nation will change. And let's do this. Let's hold our hands. Let's work even harder and let's do what India was born to do. To build love, to build respect, and to generate peace. I would like to end my say with the quote, जिस दिन तेरी फतेह